For part C, according to your linear model, underline linear model, what are they talking about? Like a fashion model? Yeah, fashion model.
Good man.
Which model? Which one? Which equation? Yeah. So, when you see this one, write it down. It's f of t equaled what? Negative 4t plus what? 82, right? This is the other problem we're working on. This model, according to this model, what is the percent of what? This year. What year are we? 2013. So, this is what people... I'm going to do it wrong. Ready? This is how I would do it wrong. Does anybody know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. So this is wrong. It's the right idea because t is time, right? So f of t is the amount of, or percent aid of grants and work-study loans. You do have to put in a time, but remember, you have to count the years from the starting year. What was our starting year? T equals 0 was 1975, right? So we take our calculator here and we figure out, okay, how many years have passed since 1975? Let me see here. So we're in the year 2013, right? And I take out what? 38 years. So T is what? T equals 38 corresponds to 2013. So this implies I really have to find f of 38, which is what? Negative 4 times 38 plus 82, which, what does this yield? What does yield mean?
It doesn't have to negative 7. It's negative 152 plus 82.
Negative, what is it?
152 plus 82.
Negative 70?
Yes.
Alright. Negative 70 what?
Grants and work studies.
Percent of grants and work study. Okay, by the way, yield in this context, it can mean to kind of halt. Another yield also means the output production of something. Like a crop yield is how many crops were produced for that season. Okay, so what does this yield mean? What does it give? Negative 70, if you notice here, this is erroneous. Why? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Clearly, what does this imply about our model? Our model sucks, right? So this, and just to, here, extra credit point. Can anyone determine, this is a really hard question. Can anyone determine, they are decreasing, right? Based on our graph. Remember? What function would better model, what function would have to model the type of decrease in grants and percent work study loans? Does anyone know? This is a really hard question. In other words, this is linear and this is wrong because we got a negative. Quadratic is wrong. No. Yeah. Based on this model and what we know about life, think about it. Will the percent of grants and work study loans, they're going to decrease, right? Because the economy's bad, right? Do we agree?
Yes.
And they're going to continue to decrease. Will they go to 0? Let's think.
No.
They're probably not going to go to 0. So what function would that be? Exponential decay. Very good. Does that make sense? Because it's going to do this, right? And then eventually, they're going to get really small, right? And they're going to continue to decrease, but they won't go to 0, right? So eventually it'll have some type of asymptote there, okay? Nice job. Good snaps for Andrea. Way to go, Andrea. Extra credit. And finally, part D. Can we get it all in one shot? Based on the result in part C, do you think your linear regression is an appropriate model? We just talked about this. Didn't we do this? Is this an appropriate model? No. Yeah. We should say this, or our model is what? our noodle. Our model, I can't spell. Our model is what? Is erroneous, is good. What else? Inaccurate, or what? That's good. I'm going to write that down. Erroneous. Inaccurate. What else? Our model is what? Wrong, because we cannot have what? Have a negative percent. Okay? And notice here, point, look at the scoring guide. You get a point for no with reason. You have to reference part C, point that states you can't have over 100%. Negative is totally sufficient. Okay?